Good morning to all. Hold on, let me put on some lip gloss. I want to say good morning to all my positive people. And this is like a topic that I haven't talked about in a while on my channel. So I'm going to talk about, okay, the reason that I went on this celibacy journey, my very first beginning of being celibate. I I went to God and I told God that I wanted to be celibate. I told God that I'm gonna abstain from sex, period. I said, God, I'm not having no more sex whatsoever. And when you say you're not gonna have sex anymore, you're not gonna have sex. So I was celibate. I've been celibate um for 6 years, going on 7, and I'm talking to, he's my friend, he's my everything, and I feel like God sent him my way. I feel like, you know, ain't nothing wrong with ain't nothing wrong with having love at first sight. Something that ain't happened to me in a long time. It was love at first sight with this person, and we building a friendship, but I feel like we got something special. Um, he's not a man that just wants sex. You got some men that just want to get in your panties, and that's not what he want. Um, and our friendship is so beautiful. Now, I just want to get on here and I want to encourage women's that feel like they ready to be celibate, because I'm gonna go ahead and tell the truth. God I already know, God I already told God. Now I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna tell the truth. I am not gonna be celibate forever, but I can come on here and I can tell from my experiences, and I can uplift the women that want to be celibate, that feel like they ready to be celibate. It's not hard to be celibate, but it's a lot of, I'm not finna lie to you, it's a lot of temptation when you trying to be celibate. The enemy gonna send men at you like flies when you say, God, I want to be celibate. I want to keep my body to myself. God, I want to abstain from sex until you send me a good man. The enemy gonna send so many men your way, and it's not gonna be good men's. Yes, it is some good men's out there, cause I got one that I'm talking to, but I just want you to know it's a lot of temptation, because it's like your hormones and your urges be kicking in, and you just like, Lord, I wish I had a man that can, just Give me that act right. I know how some women feel because see, the thing is, when you celibate, it's a lot of temptation. And some men love it when you be like, oh, I'm celibate, I'm abstaining. Some women are staying sex to marriage till they get married. Some women just stand away from sex because they know if they get back involved, they gonna start back being sexually active. Then they gonna be from man to man. Some women just want to be celibate until they get them a soulmate, which was my reason of being celibate. Yes, I had thoughts of saving my celibacy until I told God I was gonna be celibate till I get married, till I decide to get married one day. But then, I changed my mind. I was like, you know what? I want to be celibate until I find somebody who can match my standards. So that's why I had been single for so long, because when you know your worth and you know your value and you're not no thirsty, desperate person because you lonely, you got some dignity about yourself. You got respect for yourself, you love yourself, you value yourself, and you ready to be by yourself. So all those 6 years I've been by myself, and I started talking to this guy who I normally talk about on YouTube. So I don't know. My only advice is don't let nobody peer pressure you. Don't let nobody influence you that celibacy is a bad thing. Celibacy is a beautiful thing. God washing and purging and cleansing your body. When you celibate, God is cleaning your body. Don't let people make you feel like being celibate is a bad thing. Having zero sex is a bad thing. It's a beautiful thing when you celibate. Yes, being human, yes, God created sex. Yes, sex also is a sin, but we got a loving, merciful, forgiving God. Yes, sex is natural. Sex is natural. Sex is a part of nature, but life is not all about sex. It's about what you make it. Um, and it don't matter who you be with. You're supposed to put God first. So um, we both put God first in our relationship. I can't put him before God. God sent him my way. Why would I put a man before God again? And God been so good to me, placing me in a good 4-5 ministry and all this and all that. I have a bishop, I have a prophetess, I have a pastor. Um, One church, many locations. I'm very blessed. God healed me from stomach cancer, and I said that I was gonna get a story time. I was gonna tell the story time about how God healed me from stomach cancer. Um, and He means, God really means a lot to me. And God know I'm not perfect, but once I get a peace of mind, I'm gonna start back getting the Bible the way I need to. I'm gonna have a prayer life like I'm supposed to. I'm gonna also start fasting and just giving God my all, because I feel like it's something that I know God want to do for me. And um for God to break the chains, I gotta, if you want something, if you want something from God, you gotta work for it. Um and I stay praying. I do have a prayer life. Sometimes I sleep, I pray till God help me to stay focused, help me to be distracted, help me to concentrate and stay on you. Because sometimes my mind be all over the place. And I'm like, well, God, forgive me, I repent. I ain't trying to serve. I'm not trying to bow down a man or woman. I'm not trying to serve two masters. God, I'm trying to serve you. I'm trying to be all for you, Lord. Help me to not be distracted. concentrate or be, focused on other things, but help me to just put my mind on you. So I just want to encourage women's, and this a video for women's. It can also be a video for men's too, because I know it's some men's out there, not just black men's, but I know it's some men's all races. It's some men's and some women all races. Cause I'm not no racist person. I love everybody. I know it's some people that is on a celibacy journey. Some people just is now being celibate. And some people are new to celibacy. They don't know how it works. They don't know what it means. Well, celibacy is abstaining sex to marriage, or you just abstaining sex, for now. Um, but celibacy is a beautiful thing. I would never get on YouTube and tell people, "Oh, don't be celibate. Don't be celibate. Don't do this. Don't do that." Because celibacy is a beautiful thing. I would never say that celibacy is not no beautiful thing. My best experience in life was being a celibate, keeping my body to myself, letting God wash me and cleanse me and purge my body. When you celibate, you're not having sex with no man. You're not giving yourself to nobody. You can give yourself all to God when you celibate. Your vessel is clean, and God want a willing vessel. God can really use you. You can catch the Holy Ghost. Anything can happen when you is celibate, because your body is clean. In the past, one of my exes that I was dealing with, he was very sexually active. And all he used to want to do is have sex, have sex, have sex, have sex. Some men, they can't control themselves. They got a high sex drive. They want sex 24/7. I couldn't really focus on myself. I was so over head and heels in love with him, worrying about satisfying him instead of, worrying about satisfying and pleasing God. I was worrying about pleasing man, but I I made a promise to God that I won't make that mistake no more. Um, the natural man, the flesh be telling you to do other things. And when you got the spiritual eye, and when you got a spiritual connection with God, when you really got a spiritual connection with God, and you got the Holy Ghost, and you got all that, it's gonna tell you, you know what I'm saying? Not to do those things. I'm not finna sit here and act like I'm Miss Perfect. I'm not finna sit here and act like I'm perfect. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm a little innocent angel. I'm a princess. That's not my case. Of getting on here flexing in front and stunning like I ain't never did anything. I've done plenty of stuff in my past. Suffer prostitution or anything like that, but I've done a lot in my past. I've been with some toxic men's in my life. I've ran into good men's, ran into bad men's. I used to be really stuck up in a shell. I used to be very antisocial. When it came to men's, I didn't really used to talk. Um, I have been damaged. I do used to have trust issues, but God healed my wounds for me to be able to trust again, and it's just amazing. But I just want to let some women know, if they feel like they want to be celibate, they want to keep their body till they find the right person, you can do that. We got to take it day by day, take it step by step. Just stay away from guys, because you can get peer pressure, you can get influenced, you can end up falling weak, laying your guard down for this man, and end up giving your cookies to this man, because you will fall weak if you not strong enough. Hey, babe, if you're not strong enough while being celibate. If you trying to be celibate, don't be around no men's, because let me tell you something. Men's can be a distraction when you trying to be celibate. A man can they can mess with your little hot spots, and that man can break your celibacy. It don't like to happen to me plenty of times before. Um, before I met my babe, it was a lot of guys that was trying to distract me. They like, oh, you celibate, this, that, and the third. But they wasn't on the same page with me. They was like, you celibate. Well, they was like, I have never been with somebody that's celibate and stuff like that. And it's just so much. It's a lot of temptation. Just like when men's are celibate, like the enemy send women's at you like flies. Like it may look good, but it's not good, because when you get it, you're gonna be like, darn. Like I was telling my mama, I watched this girl on YouTube, and she was going on a celibacy journey for a long time. She was doing good. She started chilling with this dude. She got distracted. He made her fall weak and let her guard down. She broke her celibacy. She felt bad about it. She like, I gotta start all over again and be celibate again just because I messed up my celibacy. That one time. It don't take nothing but one time for you to break your celibacy, for you to have sex again. Once a guy reminds you of how good sex feel, whether it's, and I'ma just be blunt. I'ma just be raw and uncut, no filter, outspoken like I am. I'm not gonna beat around the bush. We grown. I'm grown. I'm not gonna beat around the bush. I'm just gonna say it. Whether it's anal sex or whether it's vaginal sex, if you break your celibacy, you broke your celibacy. Like you gotta start all over again. You can't be around no guy, because you're gonna get peer pressure to have sex by some guys. Some guys are not gonna respect you being celibate. Some of them can't hang in now. They'll leave you because you're not having sex. And don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong now. Don't get me wrong. As a female, don't get me wrong now. Life is not all about sex. But I'm not gonna lie, because I'm human. Don't get me wrong. Now I'm not gonna sit here and say that. I'm not finna sit here and flex in front and stunt, and I'm not finna sit here and say that eggplant, the wood, the D, I'm not gonna say it's not good. I'm not gonna say that it won't get you in your feelings. It won't make you fall in love. It won't make you do this. It won't make you do crazy things, because it will. I've been there. I've done that. I know. And it don't matter what size. It don't matter what size. It don't even matter what size the D is. D just D. It don't matter what size. You know what I'm saying? I mean, your dude can be dealing with a 8 or 9 or 10 or 11 or 12 or whatever the case is. 13, 14, 15, 16. It don't matter what the inches is. I mean, penis is penis. And I'm not going to sit here and say that females don't enjoy penis. I'm not going to say that sex is unhealthy for you. What makes sex unhealthy is when you having unprotected sex with random people. That would make sex unhealthy, because that's how a lot of folks pass around HIV and AIDS, because some people don't get checked up. A lot of people don't get tested. And some people just, so thirsty and desperate, they don't care, you know what I'm saying? They'll get themselves to any and everybody. But catching a mini STD from experience is not no good feeling. I've been through it. And whether it's a mini STD or whether it's a big STD, it's not no good feeling. I'm going to tell you something. When you get an STD or you get an STI, it's not no good feeling. Your body be feeling like, from my experience, I'm going to just say, I got to do a story time about that too. I'm just going to say from my experience, it wasn't no good feeling. I had a throat infection. It was kind of stopped up. It, how else can I explain it? Yeah. Yeah. I wasn't weak. I wasn't weak or anything, but my throat was just stopped up and stuff like that. So I had to take a pain pill for my throat, and then I had to take some pills to rinse my body out. And that actually happened to me twice in life, and it's only one ex I had that ain't never gave me anything. I just praise and thank God that it wasn't HIV or AIDS, because you can't. God can cure HIV and AIDS, but you can't. So my biggest fear is what I'm saying, that junk. It ain't just it being folks' bloodstream, you know what I'm saying? It ain't just a virus, but it's a transmitted disease. You have to take medicine for it. It make you lose weight. It give you sores, and it's just all kind of side effects that happen to you. Like you be vomiting and all type of stuff. It's just so much that be going on with your body. You know what I'm saying? Your immune system be weak, and it just, my biggest fear is just, I don't know. I don't ever want to go through that. I don't ever want to experience that in life. And my heart goes out to the ones that be fighting HIV and AIDS. And I'm happy that some people still living, but it's just sad what some people go through in their body. They have to take all that medicine, and that medicine really not helping them, you know what I'm saying? But God is a healer, but they have to take all that medicine, you know what I'm saying, for their body to be healthy. They have to keep going to the doctor, getting blood drawn, you know what I'm saying, from the, they veins, you know what I'm saying, to get test lab and stuff like that. It just, oh my God. But I've been on here long enough. I will see y'all next time. Peace and positivity at its best. Bye.